let us imagine at the end of a very long day, you go shopping. You drive all the way to the store, get out of your car, and walked into the store. And now you start looking at what items to get. This would be when you go searching. You check your pockets, you check your handbag for your shopping list, only to realize that it's missing. Now you could, of course, just take a guess at what was on the list and get it wrong. This would cause you to waste more of your hard-earned money. You could always drive home and get it right. But now, you'll have to drive all the way back home, deal with the idiots on the road, costing you more fuel and overall making you even more tired and cranky. This is one practical fix. Imagine putting a recipe into your phone and it telling you if you have the right ingredients or if you do not. How amazing would it be to find an easier, more updated answer to this problem?
The answer to these questions is Pantry Mate, an innovative one-stop storage solution that not only takes stock of what's in your pantry, but also sends an alert to your phone and makes a shopping list when you start to run low on items. The way Pantry Mate works is simple. You lay out the scales on your shelf of your pantry. So in front of you, you can see a miniaturized version of this. So what you would do would be place, for example, a can or other item on the scales. The scales then read and measure the weight of this item, sending the information from the scales to your phone, where you can easily keep track of all your items in your pantry rather than visually checking. So the scales obviously constantly measure the weight and compare that to the starting weight. So for example, you could have flour, brown sugar, spices, honey, any number of things on it. So once the alert has been sent to your smartphone, it's stored on the app and you have the choice to turn it into a shopping list, which is also stored on your phone so that you cannot leave it behind. Pantry Mate is like no other. The only thing even remotely close to it is the Apple scales. This simply measures the weight of something and then shows it on your phone. We have noticed that this is utterly useless and you may as well be using just a normal kitchen scale. Pantry Mate aims to revolutionize the way of food storage and shopping like no other before. This is the smart pantry of the future. What do you think?
Awesome. Thanks, good. I'd like to start. Is this your prototype?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind when I heard your pitch, I think you guys were Start Weekend Youth, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I've seen you before.
Yeah.
Have you thought of any other options such as AI or bots, chatbots, that sort of have a more digital approach that can be less hardware constrained? Or is this where you're starting and then you're eventually...
So like the bot's scanning it?
So for example, Amazon Alexa, I could tell the Alexa to remind me to get eggs, and then when I reach a certain location near the store, it will remind me that I need to pick up eggs, and it sort of learns and adapts to your day-to-day life. And then on the chatbot side, I could send a message saying remind me to get eggs when I'm out of eggs, and then same process happens. Have you thought of doing a more digital approach and having it integrated to your own personal app? Or
Not at the moment. We're kind of concentrating on making the shopping list and having everything nice and stored on your phone.
okay,
And then we're going to go further, hopefully.
the reason why I'm asking is my one concern is how does the pantry mate know what particular product it is, and then sends it to your phone?
So you scan the barcode using your phone.
Okay.
So there is a barcode scanning part of it
Yes,
as well?
we tend to make one.
That's excellent, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's my question.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Have you considered, because that one having, I don't know what the cost of a unit will be, and then the cost benefit analysis that people do to go, well, hang on, that's my pantry, just so that it reminds me that I need to buy flour. What is that? It might be a bit too luxurious, I don't know, for the cost
It
to do
can
it.
be used in other venues other than the pantry.
Yeah, so I would maybe consider, or have you considered things other than more commercial uses? So I was thinking about today when you're sort of saying about the fence being down or something, it alerts you that the fence is broken. So feedlots and things like that, where it's a more consistent and standard product that someone is putting in all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking could be even down to bar uses or anything like that, where people have always, so when they're running low on a particular alcohol or whatever else, so that the product hasn't having to completely change, put flour one week, honey the next week, and have to keep changing it. Whereas in a more commercial use one, you've got someone whose cost benefit might be higher, that they've got, again, could pay more for something like a unit like this, versus a mum and dad in their pantry, and it's less complicated with the whole changing of different products on them. But that's just an idea that I would, coffee, or one of those other things that gets turned over quite regularly, but it's just consistent.
Yeah.
So you're just removing some of the variables. It might make it a little bit simpler in my mind. But
It has the potential for a great stock-taking tool
yeah.
if they wanted to go commercial, because there is a domestic market there for it, but it's specific. I think it will grow because I think people are getting more where they want to check digitally what I need. They don't want to go and look.
Yeah.
So their idea is ahead of its time, but I think it's domestically there's still a market. I think commercially there's sky's the limit. I think they're already doing that in some ways in big factories where they've got whole shelves of one product. They want that weighed.
We did do some research and
Yeah.
found that big companies just look at how much is being used
Yes.
and then work it out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not looking at the portions amount like,
Yeah.
or, they're looking at complete packets or complete boxes or complete crates of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas you're looking at a 2 kilo lot of flour, and when it's a full 2 kilo lot of flour, you don't need to replace it. But when it gets down to 500 grams, you might want to think about replacing it. So I can understand that maybe the industrial methods that they have, or the commercial methods they have for tracking industrial levels of stock is probably different and may not apply. So
They're still using barcodes.
So they
What's
are.
sold or what's moved, and that's inaccurate.
Could you
Good.
could you refresh me on your target market? Who are you targeting with this product? Exactly. Is it household?
Currently it's households simply because that is the easiest way for us to test it and make sure it works properly.
Okay.
But we do intend to target bigger.
Okay.
You're talking to GJ Gardeners. I mean, that's a good customer
Yeah.
to have. Are those people that are putting together homes and homes into a luxury market
Yeah.
where they would want to put that in as a bells and whistles finish to a home that you're moving into.
Yeah.
A bit like your inbuilt vacuum cleaning systems and that sort of thing.
Yeah, no,
So
good.
it's a point of difference that they could have for their homes.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I looked at this, it just stopped me dead in my tracks, and I went, "Oh, wait a minute, that's a whole other dealing with that unit." I like your idea that you go to a home builder or somebody like that. Here's a trick to me. My wife and I we sit down to dinner every single night. We cook all the time. We're constantly those people. Did you? And I said, no. The time to ask me that was while we were still in the kitchen, not while we're halfway to Coles. So, to me, it's the input-output activity of the consumer that's going to get in the way, I think, because we, are people that care a lot about food. We get a lot of ingredients. We've got a pantry full of stuff. And we've got a little, whiteboard in the pantry that we're supposed to write down on and that sort of thing. And yet we still have run into that problem of we got there, where's the list, that sort of thing. It seems to me if you do this, and it was built into the home, and when you come back from the store, you either have something that right at the point of purchase, because if it's connected to the internet, Kohl's have your shopping account. If that goes right into your account that you bought it the last time, I wonder if they might be interested in something like this to alert their customers. Hey, we give up so much information. We do this with Netflix and Foxtel and yeah. We're giving all that usage information away anyway, and there's probably the big deal. That big data. If you got to somebody like that, here goes my brain again. The soup to nuts solution. Literally, when I check out at Kohl's, my pantry's up to date, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And when I use it, just before I toss it in the bin, maybe it gets a scan.
They have that on, I believe, fridges now. So
They've got it?
on fridges,
On
connected
fridges.
to the internet. So if you run out of it, you just scan it, and then it keeps a record, and it sends it to you, so that as you're throwing it out, it adds it to your list already.
So
That's on fridges.
I would be looking at that, IoT application, that Internet of Things, where that tracking is already done, and maybe what you guys are
Tapping into that.
is the API for all of that, to connect those things, and what Macca was saying about a chatbot or something like that you could speak almost. That might be handy for busy people on the run who can't make a shot. What are we coming to?
What's the main reason why people would do this? Or actually, this is one point I make.
Why they would or they wouldn't?
They would. So
Yeah.
I really loved how you set the scene at the start of the
That was
presentation. So many people don't do that. When create the problem, tell people the problem that you're trying to solve, and the underlying thing that you're doing is you're trying to save people's time. That's what you're doing. It's convenient, and then it's about time. Now, weigh up the time that you're going to save versus the time it takes for me to load things up, set the scales, do all that. What does it net out? Geez, it takes me a lot of time to have to do this just to save. The time doesn't work out. It takes me an hour to set this damn thing up versus the 2 minutes it's going to save me to run back down to the shop and get milk. So you need to work out the benefit that you're really providing people is time and convenience.
Yeah.
How much time and convenience is it taking them to do all of this, and benefit that out. And if it doesn't work out, then people aren't going to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't do much shopping myself, but I'm completely digital, so I don't carry any cash. I pay with my phone. So that's why I made the point about the digital component, because that's where it's all moving. So eventually my car will be hooked up to AI, and I'll just tell it that I need to get, milk. So I think the API scenario, maybe integrating with database of Kohl's, and that's where my head is with this idea. It sort of threw me off when I saw the hardware side of things, but
One thing we did plan to do in the future was have it order for you.
okay.
And I guess ship it to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, check out Amazon and what they're doing.
Yeah, I think this component really is something that's missing from all of the technology side of things now. Is actually keeping that physical track of it.
Yeah.
So if you can make that really streamlined, like passing stuff into and out of the pantry is actually going to sort of keep a track of it for you, then that could be the missing component there. Especially if you can tap into that, that technology side and automate, connecting to what's already existing.
I think for commercialization with the physical side of thing, when it's big and they're continuously using it with the big sets of flour or whatever it is, I think there's a possibility for it. But for the market you're planning on targeting, I think more of a digital component that fits with a bit more mainstream.
I'll give you $20, and I'd also look at substitutes for the same outcome, like a service called HelloFresh. So have a look at HelloFresh, and it's not the same, but it's a direct substitute for that, for what you're trying to achieve.
What is that?
So HelloFresh is you basically set your menu planner for the week, and then they will deliver fresh produce, only specific ingredients for you to make those things. So you get spaghetti one night and then chicken Kievs the next night. And you put in 4 people, it arrives fresh, the actual ingredients, so you still make it, but no more, no less. So they don't give you a kilo of flour if you only need 250. So it's pre-packaged ingredients, directly fresh, down to celery and herbs and all those things. So your grocery shopping's taken out and your menu's already set, and it gives you a little restaurant card, a recipe card for each meal every night. And there's no waste because they only deliver what you actually need to make that night.
So maybe some more market research, guys, as to what's actually out there, what direction the market and the industry is taking, and how, you know,
How you can link in.
how you can link into those things.
And then MVP and then validation.
I got $15 to get you guys to keep going.
Same here.
Are
Well,
you,
no, keep going, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
what, I'm gonna put $20 in for the next step of research too, and what gets you guys excited working together? What part of this is the juice?
Well, you're gonna be like, in the future, in like 50 years, there could be, it's just amazing that you could just walk into a house and you could just like see this, just imagine just a plain pantry, but like that would be integrated into like just literally a floor thing just in the pantry, and you just put it, and we're just really like fueled by, that would be amazing. Like you wouldn't have to go and look and try and get behind everything and try and find anything. So just trying to change people's lives.
Cool.
Lovely.
Good one.
Yep.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
And what I would encourage you to do then is, you might not be a product company. You might be a concept creation company.
Yeah.
And in that, you may end up going to a Gardner or a Kohl's or somebody with the next evolution, or even being a part of a team that's probably already doing it for those companies. That's why I asked, what's the fun part for you?
Yeah.
As you're looking down the track, you know, how to value your own knowledge and skills. That may be a place to do some research even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
Grab the cash, guys. Shake some hands. Thank you much, mate.
Thanks, boys. Well done. Good job.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Remember, pivoting's okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good idea.
Thank you.
Good, mate.
I was at Startup Week in Gold Coast.
Thank you.
There was this young team, and we sat down with them
Get
on Friday
ready,
night.
Cash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Shark. We are confident today that this product will spark your interest because we are the end users and we can see a benefit in this product. We really believe in what we are pitching to you will benefit in our sporting performance. Our product will improve every team's performance by running past players, tackling opponents and their comfort. Every supporter wants to see their rugby league team win the grand final. Our product, Sizzle Skin, will do the job. Sizzle Skin is a long sleeve shirt made of lightweight woodproof breathable fabric that is skin tight and stretchy with protective padding for the shoulders.
Our Sizzle Skin can be used by under 7s through by the men's team. This also goes for the women's league as well. The Sizzle Skin will improve your agility and stamina towards winning the grand final. Being footy players, we personally know that we need Sizzle Skin, skin tight Sizzle Skins that will enhance our tackling and running. Have you ever seen a player on TV try to make a tackle and slip off but hurt themselves? Sizzle Skin will provide support for protection of your shoulders with the built-in padding. As current players, we have personally encountered these injuries during the game. This will prevent these injuries from happening again. When you're taking a run on the field and get past their defence, the opposition attempts to grab your jersey and swing you around and make the tackle. Imagine a player running down the sideline with a ball wearing the Sizzle Skin, but then from the left, the opposition player then tries to tackle you. Aren't you lucky you're wearing a Sizzle Skin? I bet your coach is glad that his players have invested in Sizzle Skin.
We have all personally trained with Jack Reed, who was a former professional rugby league player. We are marketing Sizzle Skin in the southeast Queensland area. Jack Reed lives in the Sunshine Coast area, and we have proposed using him in a celebrity endorsement as he would be a strong brand ambassador. Jack Reed is currently on the Sunshine Coast radio station, and we will utilise this form of media to promote Sizzle Skin. The minimal viable product is our Sizzle Skin, which is a full sleeve skin shirt containing padding. We've identified the future growth for our product by extending our Sizzle Skins range through short sleeve Sizzle Skins to Sizzle Skin shirts and tank tops.
It's not economically viable to produce the product in Australia, therefore we would outsource the product to be produced in China through an ethically approved company. The initial take-up might be slow, however, to counter this and to attain orders and make a profit, our marketing strategy would be to target coaches so that they make multiple purchases of our Sizzle Skin.
We are still finalising design and confirming the company in China we allowed source to. The $200 will be used to design and produce a mock-up example of the Sizzle Skin, which we can market test on the Sunshine Coast. We would like to thank you for your time while we have pitched the Sizzle Skin to you. This product will help teams to finish their footy season with a win. We would be more than happy to answer your questions that you have about the Sizzle Skin.
Awesome.
Well done. As soon as you three imbeciles walked in on you were football players, because I'm a football player, I thought, I'll just ask these boys if they're playing footy at lunchtime, I'll go and have a game with them. So there you go, all three of you. Good concept, boys. I like it. Obviously, the Jack Reed thing. You've actually met him and had a chat with him.
Yeah.
Did you run the idea past him?
Oh, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, you need to do that because if you talk to some players and especially someone like himself who's up there, but I think it's definitely got some legs, if I can use that. It definitely got some scope there. Juniors especially. Good idea.
Thank you.
Do you have a prototype?
Oh no, we were trying to make one, but we didn't have enough time.
No.
Don't need 200 bats to do that.
There's a couple of things that I'll give you. Presentation wise, your words are good, but you're presenting like you're so much more lively now talking to us than when you're sitting down. I almost wanted to jump out the window. Bring some energy and some excitement to it when you present. They said the words and everything that you had down, sounded really good. I played a lot of football myself, and I still coach. There's a number of these sort of products out there, like Steeden and others do these. So why wouldn't I just go down to Amart All Sports and pick up one there?
Well, listen, it'd be easy to wear. So how you got those rainy games or winter uses and all that. You can't wear, because you got those Steeden ones, they're short sleeve and have padding, but they don't have the long sleeve, keeps you warm and that.
Right.
And it's easier. It's a bit waterproof, so.
The padding will add extra warmth on your shoulders to keep your muscles.
You a bit cold out there?
Yeah, keep your muscles.
So
Just keep get cramps.
He's a bit cold because he's a winger, obviously. I'm right, aren't I? There's a product same as this on the market. I haven't seen it. I've been out for a while.
Yeah. So very similar, and they also have the chest plate a little bit as well. So
I got the impression from your presentation and your presentation during. Patrick's right, but your intro by shaking everyone's hands and engaging, that's a good start. I got the impression that this was to replace jerseys, not just something they wear under their jerseys. Is that not right? That's the way I read the presentation. You want to sell these as jerseys? This is the new jersey design?
Yeah.
Am I just putting words into your mouth right now?
No.
That's probably why I liked it so much, because that's what I thought it was. Because I'm with you, I know there's undershirts already that you can wear. I'm thinking this is a replacement for the jersey, so I might have just changed your whole business structure there.
Wrong shaped ball, so I don't have any other feedback.
And I'd look at. You might be better off approaching an already manufacturer of some kind. Part of the reason why people go with Canterbury, Cougar, Zoo, ISC, you name it, there's a number of those jersey manufacturers out there is one because of their brand, and because the big teams have them, and so the juniors want to wear them. And they're already there. So getting your prototype and maybe connecting with some of those guys might be an option.
Selling your idea rather than trying to create your own manufacturing business.
Competing with
Yeah.
them. Yeah, it's a good idea.
I got $15.
Have you? I got more than that. You want some?
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah.
I'll give about 15 as well.
Yeah, I know. It's $5
You
each.
got 5?
I'm out of cash now.
Still my money.
Yeah, I know, give away too much.
I haven't got any feedback, but I'll give you $5 for it.
For your team there, guys.
Good job, lads.